Hey YouTube, or the site, and today I'm going to be doing commentary of a game I played in Company Heroes. I don't normally do Company Heroes commentaries, as I normally don't get very good games. They're usually like either I completely annihilate them or they completely annihilate me. But I had a really good game actually, so I wanted to commentate on it. And it's me. This is my base, and this other guy that was on my team. I didn't know him at all. His name was Juno Man 123 versus my friend Raven and his friend Super Emperor Napoleon. Both of them were in TeamSpeak, so they were using comms, and it was just me and my ally just using regular chat. And frankly, he is terrible at communication. But we did end up winning. So let's just watch this commentary, and I'll do the best I can. So right off the bat, I never played this map before. I don't normally play a lot of 2v2 maps, but I sent my pioneers out. I built another pioneer to get out a Wehrmacht quarters, and I sent these pioneers to get into this building so that we can hold that point. Over here, he immediately went for capping points, and down here looks like Raven was going for capping points too. He built a barracks, and Napoleon had a barracks and got riflemen out. Napoleon looks like Raven looks like he was getting them. He got them. Down here, had an engineer rush in, and my ally is capping the fuel. I capped my fuel and everything. I built an MG squad, which is over here, and it was running for this building, which I kept my engineers in. And when those riflemen came up, I set up my MG because they thought they were going to flank, and I got them right before they got around me, so that was a lucky one. And I mowed them down. And we had some more engineers coming up with more infantry. My ally got a machine gun out, and it looks like he's going in the building. Yeah, he got in the building. The middle was a massacre on this map because it was just so open. I held down the left side basically the entire game, and the right side was held down the beginning of the game, but lost in the middle of the game. I started getting all Volksgrenadiers. And down here it looks like Napoleon's just going for rifleman spam. And looks like Raven is too. A lot of infantry currently. I just wanted to decap the point so they have less pop cap.
Pioneer, seizing fuel objective.
I think at this point I built a sniper. Yeah, I was building a sniper. He already built a sniper. I don't know what he's building, Volksgrenadiers. Right now it's just kind of a stalemate. I'm bringing up my engineers over here. I wanted to block this off so they couldn't run around me or get M8 Greyhounds back through. They're kind of piling infantry up in the middle, but Juno Man's machine gun's mowing them down a little bit. Over here, he probably just got massacred. Over here, I kind of shot his squad, and then I kind of pushed for the center a little bit, which I think I failed. Yeah, because I think that blob comes over here and gets me. Yeah. At this point, I think, yeah, I was upgrading to my next phase. And down here, they finally got, Napoleon got his weapon support center out, and so did Raven. I think at some point there's that mortar. They have a mortar, and they start mortaring me over here. Actually, my building with my machine gun in it.
They are attacking secure territory of the fatherland.
At this point, I went for a Sturm Armory because I knew that I had to get out some kind of light vehicle. Probably anti-infantry, since I knew that they were spamming anti-infantry. Or I mean, they were spamming infantry, so I had to get to anti-infantry. So as soon as that was up, I built a Puma.
OPs.
If I remember, he went for a Krieg's barracks. Yeah, over here I had 4 guys over here, and that mortar just nailed them all.
The Yankees are
And I rushed in over here just to get shot by snipers and a bunch of riflemen, but I got the mortar to retreat. And now I'm building that Puma.
Replacements have arrived.
OP under attack.
Nothing much really happens at this point. They're just kind of blobbing. Infantry over here, they started going airborne. Raven did.
The Yankees are attacking one of our OPs.
And I got the Schwimmwagen for the sniper and the Puma out.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
Ready for orders.
A secured sector is under attack.
Yeah, they were rushing over here. I didn't think that I would have killed that airborne squad, but luckily I did. My poor Schwimmwagen got it though.
Defend the fatherland until death.
Under fire, sir. Commissioners in order. Get down.
Yeah, they're just still kind of blobbing infantry over here. Napoleon just basically went for straight riflemen, and yeah, I was upgrading my infantry, if I remember. This is where I lost it over here, but I pushed back really hard at some point.
Puma, awaiting orders.
They were trying to throw a sticky on me, so I ran my Puma away. And I'm over here getting my Panzer Command. And Juno's just kind of sitting back. He doesn't really have anything out on the field, unfortunately. He has a bunker, that's it, and engineers, so he was very unhelpful at this point in the game. I was over here getting sniped to the death, but my Puma came in and kind of saved the day a little bit. But those airborne were getting me, but at some point, yeah, I was building a Whirlwind, so that helped.
Attack our forward base.
Yeah.
I called in a firestorm over here to try and stop them.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
Panzer reporting. Over.
And I got that Whirlwind out.
Jawohl.
I was just trying to keep them from capping all of our points, so I kept on going in and going out, just picking at them with my Puma, getting them to retreat.
Puma, taking fire. Complete. Find cover. We have a lot of incoming
Veterancy
fire.
gained.
As you can see, there's still a blob of infantry in the middle, and over here you got a Stug 42A, which looks like it's doing a decent job. Over here I moved my Whirlwind up, and I tried going for a base rush. I didn't know that he had somewhere over here. I rush in. I was capping over here, but I rush in over here. They have an AT gun, which I knew was going to be a problem, so I wanted to rush in as fast as I could and take out as much of their base as possible. I was surprised that my Puma actually survived taking 4 shots from recoilless rifles, but I hit him with a firestorm and blew him up. I went for destroying their barracks. Eventually, my Whirlwind targets it. They're my Ostwind. Up here, that sniper's just picking at everyone, and nothing happened in the middle. Over here, he's just driving circles, but he dies. And I take out his barracks, and I'm trying to go into this base. As you can see, I'm just annihilating their infantry. Those airborne kind of proved to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. They just kept calling down AT guns. It was Raven and Nova over here.
Defended the father.
Fortunately, they got my Ostwind. But I had a Panzer IV, there it is, out, and I got a Schwimmwagen to take care of that sniper. He's over here. He got a regular Stug 4 now, and up here it doesn't look like I was doing much. I was just blowing up their base. I lost my Puma to AT guns, and now they're just whoring AT guns. So they're trying to move their AT guns up to take out my Panzer IV. I get them behind the buildings, and I try to face my armor, but his Stug 4 gets annihilated by the 4 AT guns that they have. And I try and I back up my Panzer IV over here, trying to keep it alive, which doesn't work out too well. At this point, I think I realized that they were just going to spam AT guns because we got to the tank phase, so I started going for infantry. Whereas, and I also called in a V1 on their base over here. But unlike my ally, I realized that they were spamming AT, so I stopped producing tanks.
They're firing on us!
Veteran seat gain.
I called in the V1 somewhere, I don't know where it hit, but I thought I called in on their base. If I remember, he just keeps spamming tanks over here. I know he produces a whole bunch of Panzer IVs and just keeps rushing them in and they keep dying. And I just started playing extremely defensive over here because I knew that we couldn't blow up their base. So I went for trying to keep all the victory points. So as you can see, my Ostwind over here is getting shot to shit. I pulled it back a little and it died. So yeah, here we go. I started producing better infantry. At some point, I think around here I got a lieutenant because I knew that they were spamming airborne. There he is. They're an officer. I'm sorry, not a lieutenant. But I knew that they were spamming infantry, so his force retreat ability would prove pretty useful. And he boosts my Volksgrenadiers' defense, which made them a hell of a lot more useful against the airborne and rifleman spam. At this point I was broke over here on manpower, and over here he calls in that Panther to try and mess him up, but like I said, they're just spamming AT and he keeps facing his flank to them instead of backing it up, so he gets immediately blown up.
The enemy has 300 points.
My lieutenant up here captures both points while my sniper is picking off at this rifleman, or the airborne squad.
Unearned blood.
At the top I got my Volks coming out. I pull my lieutenant back because they keep calling in airborne. Still have 2 of the victory points, except they decapped the center, but we have the right one.
We are losing territory.
I never understood why they didn't cap this over here. They just kind of stood there for a minute. And kind of an infantry battle over here. He flanks them with his stormtroopers while my my Volksgrenadiers provide the fire support. I run my lieutenant in behind him and start picking at him. You know, my sniper shoots him, but then I call him back. I move my lieutenant into my infantry so they get the boost. And I start capping the point. They capped it over here on the left, but we still have the one on the right for now, but they're decapping it. And here comes his Tiger tank that he calls in. I finish off his infantry over here. Now I'm pretty sure his Tiger tank gets almost instantly obliterated over here. As you can see, they got airborne with AT and 257s. I think he might go for a base rush. I never watched this part in the game, but... So I run my infantry over here to try to... I dodged the strafing run, luckily. I told them to force retreat that squad. my officer, and I start capping the points back. Over here, I told him like 5 times to get that point with beacons, but he never did. So eventually he did, but it took him a while. And so here he is again, driving his Tiger tank around the base with his ass exposed to anti-infantry. So he's not a very good tank player. At this point I got a Panther out, and I think I get an Ostwind just because I thought that they were going to spam M8s or like get a whole bunch of yeah, finally got that, but I thought they were going to get a whole bunch of Shermans and Sherman rushes or something, so I wanted some kind of form of AT. So he rushes in a Puma, which gets blown up, and I'm over here shooting him again. Dodge the grenade. I call in a V1 again. It probably landed there, I'm not sure. The rocket lands before the sound, I guess. But so it lands there, blows up a few of them. They call in some supplies. I didn't know about this half-track. That half-track kind of screwed me up a little bit, but so they took the middle, so I'm rushing the middle. My 2 snipers picking off at them while my Volksgrenadiers come in. But unfortunately I get hit by that strafing run. And here comes that half-track with the quad 50s, which screws me up pretty bad. He does hit it, but it does get away. My officer's over here just going Rambo on that, you know, AT gun with his pistol. I thought that they were going to move AT guns up, so I moved my Panther back. And up here I'm reinforcing my Volksgrenadiers. I'm producing an Ostwind. He's over here still producing Panzer IVs. And this is where I'm telling him to hold the caps, because there's no way that we can rush in, because he keeps rushing tanks in and having them blown up. Like over here, he just runs them in circles when there's 2 squads and an AT gun on the flank, and he just keeps exposing his flank to them, which is stupid. At this point, I'm just trying all I can to hold off. I start OPing my munition points, so I can call in abilities more, because I was really using my officer's force retreat ability a lot. At this point I was telling him to get an officer too, because of just the sheer amount of infantry that were out, and start using the force retreat. I don't think he ever did though. Actually, you know what, I think he did, but he never used the force retreat is the problem. Now there you go, he gets an officer, but I don't think he ever uses the force retreat. So we're holding the 2 points, and they're holding the right one, which is defended only by an AT gun. And he never bothers to take it, and over here he's getting sniped by an AT gun. Again, he's spamming Panzer IVs and sending them into their death. Shoots it and gets shot by these 2 guns on the flank. I grabbed the at some point I think I grabbed that AT gun with these Volksgrenadiers. I knew I grabbed the machine gun because I knew that they were going to try getting to this point again, so I left a sniper, my machine gun, my Volksgrenadiers, and there's that half-track, which I grabbed the AT gun and I started getting them back with the AT gun, so I killed that half-track. Then I moved the AT gun up and continued to defend that point. Luckily I get these guys, my Ostwind just blows up the building and instantly kills them. As for the center, he kind of just goes for stormtroopers, and yeah, he defends it, so, you know, whatever. I get another officer, apparently. I think my officer died. Yeah, he died. So the center, he's his stormtroopers are I don't know why he keeps them in camo. That's why they're walking so slow. But basically they get obliterated by riflemen or airborne spam. I bring my officer in and I force retreat a squad, if I remember. No, I don't. I move my Ostwind up and they get obliterated. I also built a bunker to cover the point because I knew that they were going to get infantry up there, and I put a machine gun in it. Nothing's happening over here. They didn't bother attacking. They were basically just trying to push for the center, which I bunkered in pretty hard. My Ostwind gets hit a few times over here, if I remember.
We are in battle. Anti-air panzer reporting. Over.
Nothing much happens. I'm OPing stuff, and over here, at some point they call in airborne and start blowing up his base. My Ostwind's getting nailed by that AT gun over here. So my officer rushes in, and I call in a artillery barrage, which was pretty effective if you ask me. So I instantly got him, and I was all happy about that. So you see me over here just like, yeah, that made me feel good. So I was happy about that, taking out those AT guns.
We have a Tiger Ace being held in reserve. Enemy is down to 100 points.
So we got them down to 100 at this point, and I think they're getting desperate because they're just trying to rush and break through. I moved my both my Ostwinds up over here, and I just kind of obliterate them, which is good because I didn't need those guys flanking us and getting in.
The Americans are assaulting.
As you can see, they're over here. These airborne, I think, are chucking the satchel charges on his Panzer Command. Because I know he loses his Panzer Command. I'm going on the assumption that they were satchel charges. There you go. Satchel charges. So he loses his Panzer Command, but he does kill him. If I remember. I know at some point they get over here too. I don't know if it was a call-in or what, but I hear AT guns firing. Oh, over here I capped this point with my officer. And I selected my officer, and that's just what he says. He says, "We're a serious matter. Fuck you." That's what the officer says. So I found that quote was funny.
We're losing a enemy has 50 points left.
So I capped it for a few seconds, which got us an extra like 2 points. He runs his airborne down here, which I obliterate them with my Ostwind. These guys are still sitting over here. I don't know why. Okay. And this time I said it to all of them. And Napoleon's just like, what?
Cowards attack our forward base. Our enemy is only
This AT gun is firing over here
They're crushing them.
at my infantry. And here's the final rush. They rush up the left side with everything they got. And my Panther takes a few shots, and my Ostwind starts obliterating their infantry. I just got a big blob of airborne over here, which I call in artillery on them, and the game ends. And that was a really good game. Realistically, it was pretty hard, and I had a lot of fun, and it was a good game. And Raven and Napoleon played really well, and I'm glad that I got a decent teammate, and I actually did finally end up calling in my King Tiger at the end of the game. I didn't want to call him in before because I knew that they were AT spamming, and I wasn't going offensively, so I thought it was a waste of pop cap. But yeah, so in the end we ended up winning, and yeah, it was a good game. So tell me what you guys think, and remember to subscribe and rate up the video. I now have a Twitter account, so if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, sometimes I'll ask questions on Twitter, and I'll be posting on Twitter what I'm uploading, shooting, and whatnot. So check that out, and have a good day, guys. I'm back, so I'll be putting up more videos now. I finally got out of that scenario with YouTube with the gaming videos, so I'll be putting up more gaming videos now. So remember, check me out. Later, guys.